Okay, well it is 37 degrees outside and we are going to stop and sleep in the back of the truck for a little bit. We brought our electric sleeping bags. We're going to try them out. This will be our second try with them. So it's cold. It is 37 degrees outside and we're going to get in the back and sleep. Okay, well Pappy is in his sleeping bag. He's all covered up. I got the blackout curtains up. And I'm getting in the bed. This is my pillow. Okay. There. Alright, well we are trying out our battery operated sleeping bags. So we're in the back of the truck and we're getting ready to sleep and see how that turns out.
Well, you don't gotta get in there, you just say.
No, I want to be in here because I wasn't in here. Oh, there's 0.
6:30 in the morning and using the solar batteries. Mine's still got power in it. She said hers just went out.
Mine just went out.
And I'm going to finish the ride.
Anyways. Yeah, I think it just went out. But see, his light's still on. And see, he's still on his. What's green and low?
Yeah.
Okay, but mine just went out, but I was plenty warm. I was even having some hot sweats in the middle of the night. But
I don't know what temperature is outside because there's no cell service here. So
let's see if mine tells you.
there's no service for Verizon here. And
Mine says it's 42 degrees. Well,
yeah, but it says it where?
Okay, so you don't know what the temperature is.
It was supposed to get down to 27 last night, but I don't know.
But anyway, we definitely stayed warm enough. I have my blackout curtains up. And we had the electric blankets, the electric sleeping bags. And they did their job. My battery just went out, so.
Yeah, well, hold the green button and then you turn that one off. You may as well leave it off. Nobody's in it.
Yeah.
And then we
Just
can
turn
plug
this off.
them batteries into Jacker and use them later. All right. 6:30 in the morning, somewhere in West Virginia. Truck thermometer says it's 43 degrees outside, but it's usually not very accurate when it's sitting still.
Well, good morning, everybody. I slept in the truck last night. We used our battery-operated sleeping bags, mummy bags, and they really stayed nice and warm. We had a battery that lasted longer this time. My battery this time went out at 6:30 in the morning, but his battery was still good. So I took his battery. But I stayed warm. It's nice. It is cold outside. I'm not exactly sure what the temperature is. Let me see. Got a little bit of just a skiff. course, where we're at, I don't have self-service, so I can't tell you what the temperature is. I just checked, but I can't tell you what the temperature is because I don't have self-service right now. But anyway, the only thing we had in here when I made my bed is I have my when I made my bed, I've got my moving blankets. Then I put the foam mattresses, and then I put our I can't think of this stuff right now. So this is our view when we get out of the truck. Got a little bit of sniff of snow, just a sniff. Before we came in here. Focus. Alright, with the temperature, if I can get it to focus, there it is. It's 27 degrees right now outside. 27 degrees. And there's just a little bit of skip of snow. Okay, well, you can see there's just a little skip of snow down here. Just a tiny, tiny bit. And it shows it is 28 degrees.
Went up one.
It went up one. Okay. But we slept in the back of the truck, and we had our battery operated sleeping bags, and I stayed very warm. I stayed warm.
Yeah,
So
I even had to downshift mine.
and our batteries actually lasted all night this time.
My legs cramped up a little bit, and had to unzip the bottom bag so I could get my feet lifted.
Yeah. For being a mummy bag, I'm surprised he left it zipped up, and he said he unzipped it so he could get his feet out. But anyways, yeah. So we had our batteries last all night. I think mine actually went out around 6:30 in the morning, and his was still going on, but I shut it off. But anyways, and all we had on was just.
Well, we used the bigger battery banks than we used the first time.
Yeah, we went to some bigger batteries this time, so it lasted long. So I have to say, if you were out camping, it would last all night. I would have to say those batteries would work, and then just have a backup battery to have it. So, but I'm pretty pleased with how the sleeping bags turned out. And I had the blackout curtains on the window, and so as far as the back of the cab, it wasn't all that cold. Now, when we get out, I didn't want to get out of my bed, but when we got out, it was cold. But anyway, we're headed back down the road again now, and if something happens, we'll let you know.
On top of that, all the trees are way up.
Well, we saw a sign for the shot tower, and we've been hit through here a couple different times, so we said one of these days we're going to stop there. So I guess this is one of these days, because we're going to actually stop there and check it out. So
Have a sandwich.
and have a sandwich, yeah. So if we can find it, we've thought about it a couple different times coming through here. So we'll see if we can actually find this shot tower and see what it's all about. And we'll show it to you. Alright, so this is the shot tower.
Way too many tourists for a Monday.
Up here. Yes, that's the shot tower up there. I'm gonna go check that out. What does this sign say? Oops. It says Shot Tower.
Shot Tower Historical State Park grounds open daily. Tower tour schedule is available online at www.virginiastateparks.gov. Tours may be scheduled in advance by contacting the park office. New River Trail State Park in Maximum Meadows, Virginia, 276-699-6778. Parking fees are required at all times. No overnight parking, no horse trailers.
So there's the tower. Let me see if I can focus it. Where is it? There it is. I lost it. Oh, there it is.
Shot Tower Historical Park.
Shot Tower Historical
No
State
hunting,
Park.
no drinking. Fees required at all times.
Okay.
Monitor vehicles, motor vehicles prohibited.
Yeah, that's down there. What's that little building, I wonder?
That's probably the.
Yeah, it is. Which will be a good thing to go. Alright.
Yeah, we stopped here at the shot tower. It's just about Wytheville, Virginia. And over there's the tower itself. I just come out of the boys' room, which is pretty decent. It says something about fees required, but I haven't found nowhere to pay them yet. And you got the picnic tables and the metal trash cans, and no overnight parking. Apparently there's a trail around here somewhere. I'm gonna have to look into that Danley Park where they have a camping thing. I can't get my shadow off of there. New River Trail State Park. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Oh. Don't get lost in the woods. Keep the wildlife wild. Wanted, not dead. Wanted, dead, not alive, huh? I guess they're trying to show you the poison. I don't know. The map around Withville. And another map of some kind. And some trail guides and paperwork. Yeah. And there's Duke, of course. And there's the tower, I guess. Oh, there. The parking fee and the payment safe is over here somewhere. Ouch. Pay parking fee here. And welcome to. And there's their rates. And there's a sign that says thank you for paying the fees. I guess what I'll have to do is put some money in that hole.
Okay, here's this tower. The door's way up there. I'm gonna walk around, see if we can't get to it. Can we walk around? Okay, the Shot Tower Historical State Park.
the history, over 30 years. The Jackson Ferry shot tire manufactured ammunition for a growing nation. It remains as a token of the era. Gone, standing as a symbol of America's industrial sovereignty.
So you take an envelope, fill it out, and drop it in there. And we've already done that. So let's go. Look how big this tree stump is. It's a pretty big tree stump they cut down. apparently if you take a tour, you can go in there and you go apparently up those stairs. But the tour is closed right now, it looks like. Go down these stairs here. So there you have it, the tower. That was pretty interesting. Got to see the tower, got the information off of it. Now we know. We've always passed it and was wondering, so now we know.